XFC 44 right here in the main event. We got Jose Alberto Quinones and Andres Ugmameth in a bantamweight fight right there. We got Kurt Hollaball and Scott Hudson and Tom O'Connor and Demonte Robinson. The winner of this lightweight fight right here fights the winner of this lightweight fight right there in the finals of the lightweight division in the tournament finals right there. We also have a welterweight tournament semifinals right here with Ryan Dixon and LaRue Burley. So we're having some semifinals with the welterweight and the lightweight division right here. You might be looking at the two bantamweight fights right here. No, the winner of Austin Bashy and Emmanuel Poo will not be fighting the winner of Jose Alberto Quinones and Andre Ugmameth right there. By overall, should be a really good fight card right here. By 6 fights on the entire fight card right here. By yeah, guys, let's get into the video right now. And guess what, guys? XFC 44 in the main event, we got Jose Alberto Quinones and Andres Ugmameth in the bantamweight division. You got 2 lightweight fights in the semifinals of the lightweight tournament. Tom O'Connor and Demonte Robinson, then Scott Hudson and Kurt Hollaball. The winner of this lightweight fight right here fights the winner of Tom O'Connor and Demonte Robinson for the lightweight tournament finals. Same thing goes for the welterweight division with Bobby Nash, Ryan Dixon, LaRue Burley, and Carson Hardman. The winner of this fight fights the winner of this fight right there for the welterweight tournament finals right there. Should be a really good tournament in the lightweight and welterweight division. And then we have one more fight in the first fight on the fight card, Emmanuel Poo and Austin Bashy right there in the bantamweight division. Austin Bashy and Emmanuel Poo. Austin Bashy with 2 wins and 0 losses, 19 and a half years old, way smaller in terms of height and in terms of reach. So in my opinion, I already know Emmanuel Poo wants his fight to stay on the feet, wants getting knockout win in the first or second round, wants to get that finish. That's the main way he's gonna win the fight, would be by knockout in the first or second round. But Austin Bashy, completely different fighter to Emmanuel Poo, wants to get the takedown in the first round, get the takedown in the second round, get the takedown in the third round, and ground and pound and grapple for 3 straight rounds to the decision win, or maybe a ground and pound TKO, or maybe a rear naked choke submission. By 2 wins and 0 losses as a pro and as an amateur right there. Got a submission win by rear naked choke submission, and as an amateur, a TKO win right there and a knockout win right there. He's gonna win this fight to go to the ground and get a ground and pound TKO. Emmanuel Poo with 0 wins and 0 losses. This being his professional MMA debut, 22 years old right there. Decision win, submission win, second round knockout win, first round knockout win, and then 2 more decision win. Needs to get another knockout win in the first or second round. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be going for him to win the fight right here. But he did lose 1 fight by second round rear naked choke submission. And in the fight with Alberto Rodriguez, got wrestled and grappled for 3 straight rounds. So in this fight, Emmanuel Poo needs to defend the takedowns. Needs to get the fight at range, use that height, use that reach, and get a knockout in the first or second round. Otherwise, I'm going to be going with Austin Bashy to win the fight. His wrestling, his grappling, and his ground and pound should be enough for Austin Bashy to win the fight in the second and third round. So again, Emmanuel Poo needs a knockout in the first round. If that does not happen, I'm going Austin Bashy to win the fight by 28 unanimous decision right there. By overall, my prediction for the fight is going to be going towards Austin Bashy. I know we got Memnon Warrior right here, coming from Street Beefs, now making his professional MMA debut right here. By his wrestling and grappling defense, he hasn't really faced the caliber of competition in the wrestling background like Austin Bashy right here. So I think Austin Bashy will go out there and wrestle and grapple and ground and pound for 3 straight rounds en route to a 30-27 or 29-28 unanimous decision winner right there. Should be a really good fight in the bantamweight division right there. We got LaRue Burley and Carson Hardman in the welterweight division. LaRue Burley with 10 wins and 4 losses. First thing you really notice is 37 years old for LaRue Burley, and then 26 years old for Carson Hardman. Who's going to have a little bit of height and a reach advantage in the fight as well. Personally, I do think this fight will be staying on the feet. Both fighters have very good striking. Carson Hardman, lots of power in his hands, 9 wins and 2 losses with 6 knockout wins, 2 submission wins, and only 1 fight going all the way right here against Kerry Latimer. Other than that, his last 3 wins, first knockout win, and another first round knockout win right there. Personally, I think this fight will stay on the feet for the most part and mainly be a striking fight. I think the striking, if the fight goes all the way and it stays on the feet for all 3 rounds, I think it's really 50-50, but the power in the first round, that's the main way I see Carson Hardman going out there and winning the fight, would be to get a knockout in the first round, landing a big right hand and finishing the fight in the very first round. If the fight does go all the way, Burley has some pretty solid wrestling, has some pretty solid ground and pound as well, so if the striking is very even, Burley can go out there and just land a takedown, and land a little bit of ground and pound as well to kind of secure the rounds on the judges' scorecard. So if the fight goes all the way, I'm going to go with Burley to win the fight, and if the fight ends in the first round, if the fight is a finish, I'm going to be going with Carson Hardman to win the fight by knockout in the very first round right there. Personally, I think this fight is probably going to be the closest fight on the fight card. Carson Hardman, a lot of power with 6 knockout wins and 2 submission wins. So, very good possibility we see a knockout win from Carson Hardman early in the first and second round. But I think the fight will go all the way. Really close in the striking game. The slight edge going to Burley because of the wrestling and grappling at the end of the rounds, just kind of securing the rounds with a double leg takedown and with a little bit of ground and pound as well. So, my prediction will be Burley, even though he's 37 years old, to win the fight by 29-28 unanimous decision right there. Should be a really good fight in the welterweight division right there. Tom O'Connor and Demonte Robinson. I'm gonna say right now, I got Tom O'Connor winning this fight, probably by TKO in the first or second round, but maybe we see another decision win right here by 28, almost 29 years old, way smaller than Demonte Robinson, and way smaller of a reach than Demonte Robinson, but that does not matter. This man is a really good wrestler, really good ground and pound, and a really good grappler as well. A ton of rear and naked choke submission wins, and a ton of TKO or knockout wins on his record right there. 4 submission wins, all coming by rear and naked choke submission, and then 3 knockout wins, with 2 of them being just straight up knockout wins on the feet, and then 1 of them being a ground and pound TKO win. So, main way he finishes the fight will be by ground and pound TKO, or by rear and naked choke submission. By this man is just gonna wrestle and grapple and ground and pound for 3 straight rounds, possibly get a finish earlier in the fight, but most likely the fight will go all the way, and Tom O'Connor will wrestle and grapple and ground and pound for 3 straight rounds for the decision win. Demonte Robinson, his main way in winning the fight, probably gonna be by like a triangle choke. I mean, he has a couple of rear nakeds of his own, but I don't think his grappling and wrestling is nowhere near the caliber of Tom O'Connor. So I think he's gonna need to keep the fight on the feet, use his height and use his reach, and defend all of the takedowns from Tom O'Connor. Keep the fight at range and just 1-2 with some leg kicks mixed in here and there as well. But I'm sorry, I think Tom O'Connor is the favorite for the lightweight division. So my prediction for this lightweight fight in the tournament semifinals will be Tom O'Connor to win the fight. Dang, I'm trying to think if it's going to be a TKO or it's going to be a decision win. So I'm going to say a second round TKO win from Tom O'Connor, or a 30-27 dominant unanimous decision win right there. Should be a really good fight in the lightweight division. Ryan Dixon and Bobby Nash right here. Ryan Dixon needs to wrestle and needs to grapple in this fight. I believe he has 9 submission wins on this record. Let's see. 9 submission wins and 2 knockout wins. 100% finish rate. Oh my god, that is an amazing finisher right there. Main way he wins the fight, get the fight down with a double leg takedown, and get the submission in the first or second round. 11 wins and 5 losses right there. Armbar and rear naked is the main way he's gonna get the submission on the ground. Out of his losses, you look right here, 2 knockout losses and 3 decision losses. Not really the best chin. Bobby Nash also doesn't really have the best chin, being knocked out 3 times by Kenan Song, Danny Roberts, and Jin Lian Levi. I don't really see a guy like Ryan Dixon, who's going to be winning the fight, to go to the ground and get the submission to get a knockout on Bobby Nash. So, I think in the striking game, Bobby Nash, with the high end, with that reach advantage right there, will have the advantage. He also has the power advantage, as out of those 10 wins in his professional MMA career, 6 knockout wins, 3 submission wins, and 1 decision win right there. I'll give the slight striking and power advantage with the reach, height, and power to Bobby Nash in the fight. In the wrestling game, I give the slight advantage to Ryan Dixon right there. But Bobby Nash did wrestle in college. Inside the NCAA. So, I haven't really seen any fighters go out there and kind of dominate Bobby Nash in the wrestling and grappling game. I've seen him kind of wrestle and grapple other people in offensive wrestling and dominate his opponents on the ground, but I haven't really seen any of his opponents kind of dominate Bobby Nash. So I think overall in this fight with Ryan Dixon and Bobby Nash should be able to defend whatever takedowns come his way and keep the fight on the feet, or in my opinion, he will have the advantage. So my prediction will be Bobby Nash going out there defending whatever takedowns come his way, keeping the fight on the feet, using the height, using the reach, and using that power. possibly getting a knockout win in the first or second round. A lot of people right here, 85% saying knockout in the first or second round. Personally, I think the fight will also be a knockout in the first or second round right here. I think he's going to land a big right hand and follow those shots up with ground and pound shots. So my prediction is Bobby Nash going out there and winning the fight by ground and pound TKO in the second round right there. Should be a really, really good welterweight fight right there. We got Kurt Hollaball and Scott Hudson. Kurt Hollaball, 18 wins and 7 losses right there. 34 and a half years old. Similar age, similar height, and similar reach right there. A little bit of a height advantage and a little bit of a reach advantage right there for Scott Hudson in the fight. Kurt Hollaball, all I'm going to say right here, he needs to pressure and he needs to throw a lot of volume in the fight. 18 wins and 7 losses right there. 9 submission wins and 6 knockout wins. Potentially we'll see a knockout. Potentially we'll see a submission. Potentially. I think the fight ultimately will go all the way. A lot of people are saying Hollaball will get a knockout right here. Personally, I think the fight will go all the way, and one of these two men will win the fight by unanimous decision right there. Overall, I think Kurt Hollaball, if he's going to win the fight, needs to pressure and needs to throw a lot of volume in the fight. Pressure Scott Hudson to the back of the cage and just start winging a buttload of shots. So, Scott Hudson, I've seen some of his film in his last couple of fights, does not do good when he's pressured and when a lot of volume is thrown at him, and especially when his back is to the cage. Kind of does what Alistair Overeem did against Alexander Volkov, where he kind of just shells up a little bit and just starts eating a buttload of shots. He just does not do really too good under pressure. So in this fight, Scott Hudson needs to get the fight at range, body kick, leg kick, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, over and over and over again. And Kurt Hollaball needs to pressure and pressure and pressure and throw a lot of volume as well. So my prediction for this fight will be going towards Kurt Hollaball to win the fight by unanimous decision. I think he will do a good job of pressuring and throwing a lot of volume in the striking game, backing Scott Hudson up to the cage, possibly getting a knockout when he's backed up to the cage, but overall, I think the fight will go all the way, and Kurt Hollaball will win the fight by 29-28 unanimous decision right there. It should be a really, really good fight in the lightweight division right there. Andre Sugmanfeth and Jose Alberto Quinones in the main event of XFC 44 in the bantamweight division. Jose Alberto Quinones, 8 wins and 5 losses, almost 31 years old, a little bit of an age advantage right there, but he will have the high and reach disadvantage by 1 inch in both. For this fight with Andre Sugmanfeth right there. Andre has a lot of finishes on his record with 14 wins and 8 losses. You go way down here. 8 knockout wins, 3 submission wins, and 3 decision wins right there. Lots and lots of power for Andre Sugmanfeth. And if you look at those 8 professional MMA losses, out of all those losses, 0, and I do mean 0, have been knockout or submission losses right there. 8 decision losses, 0 submission losses, and 0 KO TKO losses. So in my opinion, if Jose Alberto Quinones will win the fight, it'd probably be by decision. If Andre will win the fight, probably going to be another knockout or TKO win in the first or second round right there. It is a 3-round fight. A lot of people are saying the fight will go all the way. Personally, I think if Quinones will win the fight, it will be by decision. And if Sugmanfeth wins the fight, it will be by knockout in the first or second round. I think the striking is very, very even. The wrestling, I don't know. The wrestling is probably going to be very, very even as well. Andre and Jose both have, I believe, a 55% takedown accuracy inside of the UFC, and Andre has a 58% takedown defense inside of the UFC. So I think overall, this is a 3-round main event right here. I think the fight will stay on the feet, mainly be a striking fight. Maybe we'll see a takedown attempt here and there from both of the fighters, but overall, the fight will stay on the feet, and Andre will have the power advantage, will have the height advantage, and will have the reach advantage as well. I think he's possibly going to land a good right hand. Maybe stumble Jose Alberto Quinones, but I said it before. I do think that Andre Sugmanfeth could win the fight by knockout in the first or second round, but I'm going to change my prediction. I think the fight will go all the way. I don't know. I think Jose is just going to play it really, really safe on the outside, jab, body kick, leg kick, over and over and over again. And Andre is just going to be on the front foot, chase that after Jose, and landing a lot of good right hands, and a lot of good body kicks, and a lot of good leg kicks as well. I kind of think the fight could be a finish in the first or second, but dang it. I'm going to say the fight will go all the way. And I think Andre Sugmanfeth, with the height, with the reach, and with that power, if you're going to be landing the same amount of strikes in the fight, with the striking being very, very even, the reason that the judges are going to pick one of the fighters over the other is if those punches are landing with more effect. And Andre is much more powerful than Jose Alberto Quinones, so I think he will land much more powerful strikes than Jose Alberto Quinones will land in the fight. And with that height, with the reach, and with that power, overall, I got Andre Sugmanfeth Mammoth going out there, keeping the fight on the feet, and overall winning the fight by unanimous decision right there. Should be a really good fight card right here. But yeah, 6 fights on the entire fight card. I got Andre Mammoth winning his fight, Kurt Hollaball winning his fight, Bobby Nash winning his fight, Tom O'Connor winning his fight, LaRue Burley winning his fight, and Austin Bashi winning his fight. Should be a really good fight card for XFC 44 right here. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, everything like that, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's go.